played Tetris with Will and my mother, and that's Jennifer, by the way. She's the CEO of Action Engineering. We played Tetris. It's an interview. Watch it, please. Yeah. Tetris time. Oh yeah.
Tetris time. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Well, do the purple lady or the?
That's a boy.
Oh, close. Sorry. Or the orange. I'm gonna go Ringo. Let's
Literally
go Ringo
don't
style.
care. I'm playing Creepy Twins. We're the two better characters. We're better characters than any other character.
Well, does the character have anything to do with your skill level in Tetris?
No.
Oh,
No.
then we're
It's
good.
just we're the better characters.
All right, move on. Will, what do I press? What do
X.
what?
X.
So many buttons.
Guys, she said she's
Then
good at
move over to
Tetris, but I
Tetris.
don't think she is.
She doesn't even know how to select your character.
Cringe.
Too hard.
No, it's not.
Too many buttons.
It's literally like one button press.
Too many buttons. I'm sitting there hanging out with the digital natives. Ugh.
What is that even? You're a boomer. No, I'm not a boomer. I'm not a boomer.
All right, well. Oh no, you guys are distracting me.
That's correct.
Congratulations! You figured it out. Hey mom, what'd you go to college for? Tetris!
Mechanical engineering and computer engineering, by the way. So, if there weren't people like me around, you guys wouldn't be able to play games.
Right.
But you don't understand them. This
Guys,
is her
we're
idea.
half a game in, and she's already talking about how unfair this is.
I didn't say unfair. Well,
Yes,
you know what?
you did.
You know what, though? It is unfair. It is unfair because you have skills I don't have.
Well,
Did you know that?
I told you. I told you can play this whenever you want.
Oh, but who has time for that?
We do.
Right. You're kids with no school, especially now.
What's Oscar?
Oscar. Well, okay. So Oscar is the ontology CAD reuse system. I think I put those letters in the wrong order. Oh! It wasn't quite Tetris.
I got a Tetris.
Oh,
Continue talking about Oscar.
Tetrises are killing me.
Stop talking about Tetris.
I'm
Nobody
trying
cares
to
about
focus. So Oscar is a system. Oscar is a knowledge-based system because all that ADD stuff we do. We're kind of expensive. Expensive because we're the only people who really know how to implement NDD over multi-CAD systems. So we wanted to build a system that. There, got it. Okay, we wanted to build a system that would make NDD over multiple CAD platforms within reach for people. So that's what we've been working on. So there you go. What do you think? Do you like Oscar? Because he's an octopus.
I like octopuses.
I do too, man. Do you know how smart they are?
They kind of big
They're
brain
like
guy.
epically smart.
You know who's bigger brain? The dolphins.
I know, dolphins
for
are
all the things.
awesome.
Why are we playing Tetris?
Oh yeah, Tetris because, this was the game I had. I think I had it on my little Mac, like little itty bitty Mac. Gosh, I can't remember what the name of that guy was. I'm gonna lose again.
Yes. That was our plan.
Tragic.
Our plane was to epically annihilate you.
All right, I forgot the question.
Okay.
Okay, that's great. I'm gonna lose probably. It's fine though.
Okay, here, let me answer your question.
Which question did we ask?
Why are we playing Tetris?
Oh, why are you playing Tetris? Because in the 1980s, I had this little Mac, and it was the only game that was on it, and I would play it over and over and over and over and over again, and then I would go to sleep at night, and I would see the little puzzle pieces falling in my head.
So why aren't you good at this game?
That sounds.
Well,
like
because there
that's
was
something
nobody
wrong
to
with
play
you.
against, and the technology wasn't as good, so I didn't practice as much as you did.
I have Tetris on my
The
calculator.
technology is the exact same. It's the exact same game. Nothing's
No,
changed.
the game's the same, but the controllers are different. So the interface from my brain into it is different. You guys are on these controllers all the time. You're like interfacing. You have like this amazing hand-eye coordination between like these controllers and the screen and what's happening, which is huge.
From any controller.
That's a good thing.
It doesn't matter. Like
Me when trying to type small brain, me when use controller.
Well,
Big brain.
Right. This is my point, is that you guys have much more skill. Your skill level compared to my skill level of controlling games and stuff like this is huge. You know, this talking and playing is really hard, but you guys do it all the time. So again, back to skills. You have skills that I don't have on the digital side of
sounds
things.
like you're trying to find an excuse
For what?
for losing.
Well, maybe.
Hey, what's your Myers-Briggs personality?
I'm an INFJ, which is an advocate or an idealist, and I
Guys, I just want to say right now,
am
she's reading off a
inventive,
piece of paper, so
intuitive,
instead of looking at the screen.
feeling, and judgy. So
Now
here's the
she's
judgy
really
part.
gonna
You guys are so obnoxious.
Right.
You're so obnoxious to play with.
You didn't have to play with us. You chose to do this.
I know. I'm just trying to hang out with the digital natives, you know.
That's
I hate
not
that
a
word
thing.
so much.
It is a thing. And why do you hate the word? It makes you good.
It sounds
we need
wrong.
digital natives.
It sounds so wrong.
Why is it wrong?
It sounds wrong.
Digital native.
Okay, break it down for me, boys. I don't understand why it's wrong for you.
Because it sounds wrong. It just does.
I need more words than it sounds wrong. We have to
Because
use
it
all the
does.
words.
It just does. There's no explanation for it. It's like I don't like the name Butterpup. There's no explanation for it. It's just it sounds wrong, and I do
All
not.
right, what would
enjoy
you?
it.
How would you better use? What would be a better word to describe your skill set that clearly?
Gamer. Not on the internet. On internet, gamers are floor
Gamers
gang.
are king.
Gamers floor gang on internet.
All right.
I hope
Why?
Because we are the epitome of online. That's what a gamer
Interesting.
is.
Okay, so let's go back to my business. If we're building a smart manufacturing processes and ways to do business for manufacturers, how does this skill relate to being able to incorporate it into like daily business life? Because it does, but do you know why?
No.
Well, one, when we're not playing this game where we're like, trying to beat each other individually, you guys collaborate in games, right? Like, don't you have the Animal Crossing thing, and what are the other games you collaborate in? Minecraft. Like that collaborative skill, adults in my age group don't have.
Well, yeah.
My apples are still falling on my head. Just waiting for you guys to die.
That'll be a while. 'Cause I'm gaming hard. Look at me game.
All right, so gamers.
There we go.
So if we can incorporate your skills to, work together, collaboratively online, we really need that because right now people are individually living in silos in their little cubicles, and they are really not making everything efficient in their manufacturing operations. And since you already live online, that's like an easy peasy thing. But like I have to teach people how to live online in these processes, how to use a PLM, how to use CAD, how to pass that data off to somebody else. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So your business is based around updating the world to better fit the newer generations and how things are get done now, and it's also more efficient.
It's more efficient, and hopefully we can leverage these skill sets that you guys have naturally built because these were fun things to do. And that's huge but if we don't change the processes that we have going on now, I'll still have apples on my head, and you will still be doing this.
Yeah,
and
we couldn't probably
I won't
go
have
for
shared
hours.
my.
I hope you understand that.
I won't have shared my knowledge with you. So, what do you guys learned about NBD since you've been doing all these videos with me?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Not much.
Okay. So what else do you need to know?
Not much.
Why don't you need to know more?
Well, I would like to know how it works in like, say, a car manufacturing company. How would it work in there?
Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea. All right. So a car manufacturer has like, let's take my car. It's an Acura MDX, so it's got a body, it's got wheels, it's got an engine, it's got a chassis,
I'm sorry.
and then it has like all the interior stuff, right?
Yeah.
So do you think Acura builds that entire thing themselves?
I'm sorry, Connor.
No, probably not.
No, machines do it most of it.
Well, machines do it, but actually other companies do it as well.
Who own the machines?
Yeah, but it's not as like machiney as you would think. There's still a ton of people involved in the process. So what our business is what we call those other businesses is called the supply chain. And we specifically are trying to make model-based definition better in the supply chain. And we have to do that by explaining. A lot of the supply chain are smaller companies, and so they don't have tons of resources. So you know how I said we're making Oscar within reach. We're trying to make it less expensive.
You gave me a free Tetris card.
Acura.
Oh yeah, the Acura. So let's say that. So Acura designs the whole car. I mean, they have a vision for the whole car, and then they have to start breaking it down into subsets and smaller chunks so they can get lots of product built. Hence the supply chain. Oh, you Tetris me again!
Double Tetris on you.
Oh, come on!
Just one magic.
Yeah.
Come on, I
Play
need a big
Smash
piece.
and then actually understand what that phrase means.
I almost Tetris you. I don't think I've Tetris you
She
once.
talks and then we interrupt her with gaming and then she doesn't talk.
There's just too much to concentrate on. It's just not what I can do. It's not in my skill set. So again, back to all that upskilling we do. Well, multitasking is challenging. If I asked you to solve a calculus problem right now, would you be able to do it?
I don't think anybody would be able to solve a calculus problem while playing Tetris competitively.
Nobody would want to.
Anybody.
That's my point, is that I'm trying to explain all of model-based definition, which is no trivial task, by the way, while playing Tetris. And I just lost, so we can now explain. Here we go. Accurate. They build the vision of the chassis. They've got like a beautiful picture of what they want to build. And then they go, okay, we're gonna build the frame, but we're gonna get the tires from Goodrich or Goodyear. Goodyear. And they buy the tires from Goodyear. Great. So that's part of the supply chain when they, build the car so that it can go get sold.
Can we get a Goodyear sponsorship?
And so then, and an Acura. Then they also go to, I have a friend who builds the interiors for Toyota, and that they go to the designers.
Can we get a Toyota sponsor in here?
They go to the Toyota. They go.
I'll check in a moment.
I can't even.
Wait, no. Can we get a Chick-fil-A sponsor in here?
Chick-fil-A? What's that? That has nothing to do with the manufacturing supply chain. All right, so there's all these different companies. We'll just call them company A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All right? And then that design has to be conveyed to the supply chain. Are we playing again? Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
You can talk while playing.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
I can't talk while winning.
You can't talk while losing either.
Hey, Mom, you can't win. You just can't win.
Oh, Lordy. All right. So,
no, it's drift. God, anybody out there like?
Okay, so this design sometimes exists only in people's heads. So you know how you have to mind read for me a lot?
No, I mean, yes, you expect me to, and then I get really annoyed at you because you're like, just know what I'm thinking, and I'm like, what do you mean?
Right? So this is because I'm like a typical design engineer, because that was my background in my career, and I go, okay, just make it the way I want it. But the problem is that you really have to do a whole lot of hard work to explain that, and that is where we're trying to move things into model definition and away from drawings, because right now, the tools that we have as design engineers to convey the information so you don't have to mind read is just with the drawing, which is flat, right? And it's not in multi-levels and layers and complexity like this. So that's awesome, but the problem is just like this game, you have to be really skilled at all that data, and that's what we struggle. Ooh, I died after Connor. Woo!
That's not something to be proud of. You still died.
Yeah, but it's better than totally losing every time.
Okay. Anyway,
Emma?
keep talking.
I am the great. No, my.
We're good. We got 20 minutes. It should be
and I'm
perfect.
going to throw my
Oh, we're still
poop at you. Yes, we have.
We did answer all the questions.
First, I am definitely
All right, so if we were
including
gonna-
this part. So technically, Also, I'm getting
I understand
destroyed.
Tetris. I understand Tetris.
Obviously not.
Crying.
She sucks. She's a terrible character, especially in the story mode. Why does this game have a
Falling on my
story mode?
head.
Will, have you played the
No,
story mode?
so here's the deal. So like, if
I know.
I know how to play Tetris. It's just that you guys.
We're talking about something entirely
I I know how to play Tetris. The problem is I'm playing against you two, who like your thumbs are so much faster than mine.
Complaining now.
And oh gosh. Okay. Oh. Ah! So somebody has to die so I can play back in the game.
But this is a very intense. This is probably the most intense Tetris game I've played.
It's so sad. I just
no,
have apples
don't do it, Will.
falling on my
Don't
head.
end
I just have apples falling on my head.
I know that. They can see that.
Hey, I am gonna die once again because of their Tetris capability. Ugh!
Are you continuing your story?
Okay.
Oh God.
Let me just get over it. There's apples falling on my head.
Oh no, it's a massacre.
Oh, Will beats us again. Oh man.
Why do you have a time?
Oh.